Hey guys, Chris with Nichols Retirement Empire. I have a duty today, emergency duty to keep us from starving. Tammy is doing some work. She can't cook. So if I'm going to keep us alive, I'm going to have to cook. So I'm going to do a chicken pot pie. Luckily, my wife has cookbooks that she wrote, so I can get her cookbook and I can make her chicken pot pie. If I can do it, anybody. So I'm gonna make a white gravy to put in there. That's what makes it good. So I'm gonna let this pan heat up. And we make gravy so much, we've got a gravy whisk. You may not have a gravy whisk at your house. I hope you do. Now, if you're getting your gravy from some kind of mix where you pour it out and mix it up, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that because it's not right to make your gravy. So, like I said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Next thing we're supposed to do, according to the directions, is take a pre-made pie crust. And you might say, well, Chris, that's not homemade. Well, sure it is. I could make a pre-made pie crust. I can cut this, put it right here. How smart is that? Pretty smart. I know you probably just said that out loud. Pretty smart. All I got to do now, if you can follow directions, you can cook. Unless you're my sister. Now my sister, how can I put this? She, the last time she tried to make something for her son, who's in college, she set off the smoke alarm in her house, and the dogs and the cats and everybody had to evacuate, and you may wonder what it was she was making. She was making a grilled cheese. She also, while she was making that grilled cheese, got the wrapper thing, like on the, you know, like the thing that wraps up the bread, the little wrapper metal thing, was in his sandwich. So she has a hard time following directions. Refrigerated pie crust, I got that. And then I add these cans into this gravy. And that gravy is tasty. I tasted a little bit of it there a second ago. I didn't do it in front of you because I used my fingers, and I didn't want to, you know, freak you out or anything by using my fingers. Of course, I'm going to be eating this food. My children, my wife, are going to be eating this food. So it's okay that I did that. It's all right. Okay, So you add a couple of cans of mix. I'm supposed to add my chicken. And we boiled this the other day. So this chicken should be fine to use. I'm gonna tear it into pieces with my hands when I put it in there. Did I wash the chicken before I put it in the boiler to boil and pick it off the bone? No, I did not. I think it may have rained on the way home when I bought it at the store. So maybe it got a little wet then. I think chickens, a lot of chickens stay outside if they're free-range chickens, and they probably get rained on and stuff. That probably cleans them up a little bit. I think they keep themselves clean to a pretty good extent. So that's probably the only washing this chicken got. I could wash it now. You know. For some of you, the reason I'm saying that, if you hadn't watched my wife's channel, or if you've ever watched a cooking channel, or ever been a part of anybody that has a cooking channel, people get really into how clean you are. You know, like it's a restaurant. And I think they would kind of freak out if they saw how clean restaurants really were. But anyway, because I used to work at a restaurant. But they really watch you and make sure that you are doing everything correctly and all this kind of thing. They're very concerned about what's on YouTube and how clean it is. They're very concerned about washing things. And I did this, I've told you this before on some of my other videos. When you wash, like let's say you get chicken and you get it out of the package. Now if it's got stuff on it, I mean you can see it's got stuff on it, well, wash it off. That makes sense to me. I understand that. But if there's nothing, you know, visibly on your chicken, the water is not going to clean your chicken. Like when you take a shower, you don't just go and stand under the water. You get soap and a rag, and you wash yourself off. That's the only thing that gets germs and stuff off of something. So rinsing your chicken off, while there's nothing wrong with doing that, because like I said, there may be something on it that's like grit or, you know, dirt or something. I don't know. Something from the, you know. And if we see something like that, we'll wash it off. But like I said, generally we have found that's not really necessary. I'm going to put in a little more. Because it's about one of these whole bowls full of, about half of this, you know, these big containers. I'm going to put in a touch more, just cause I can. And we usually once a week we'll boil a chicken, and then that way we can save the broth or the stock or whatever it is you call it, and then we use it to make other things with. And then this chicken that we boil we use for all kind of stuff. I mean, it's a great way to save money. It's way cheaper than going and buying chicken. When you get it on the bone like that and then pick it off. I know a lot of you like to save money. This is a great way to save money. And this is really good. Man, anything that's got gravy and chicken, man, I am a chicken man. But like I said, this chicken, it's good and clean. You know, I got all the feathers. There's no feathers in it. It should be fine, okay? There's no bones, no gristle. I picked it off myself by hand. Pour it in here. Man. I'll tell you, don't go without something good to eat. I'm begging you. Man, don't always eat out. You can make stuff at home. It's not expensive. It's not hard to do. This is really cheap. If you paid for this, like if you went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, they have chicken pot pie. You know, one of their little bitty pot pie things is like, what, like $5 or something? guarantee you this is a whole lot better than what they're serving you. All right. Let's put it in the oven. I'll let y'all see it when it gets done. But I can guarantee you it's good. Because we don't go, we're not going to starve here on Nichols Retirement Empire. We're not going to starve. We're going to eat. Hey, let me show y'all this. So it's been 6 minutes. Okay. Here's the table that I made it on. There's nothing left. There's the stove where I made the gravy. Here's the sink. And there's the pan that I made the gravy in. That's 6 minutes. So for those of you that say, you know, I don't have time. I don't have time to cook. I can't. It takes too long. You know, well, you saw how long it took me to make that. I mean, that's something that's easy to make. But then it took me that long to make. I mean, by the time I got in the car and drove down to wherever, Kentucky Fried Chicken, to get that, it would have took me longer. You know, then you got to wait in line. I want to show you this too. That's our recycling. So one of these days when the world is freed from garbage, I want you to be able to say, you know what, on Nichols Empire that day, I saw that guy recycle. That guy took a step towards saving the planet from garbage. So we have recycling. We have to pay extra. We have to pay extra. Is that not crazy? We have to pay to have a special can to put our recycling in when everybody in the world knows you're supposed to recycle. Why don't they give us recycling cans to use like they do everywhere else? But here where I live, we have to pay extra to recycle. So that's a little ridiculous. But anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. But I just want you to remember that you saw me recycle. Okay? Nichols Retirement Empire stands for recycling and the planet and making food for your family. You hear that noise? It means it's good. Okay, cooked 1 hour. Let's see what it tastes like. Nice and crunchy. Uh-oh. Everybody straighten up.
Here comes the boss.
Got the real taste tester in here.
You didn't have anything to eat it with you.
Huh?
Let me taste it. Y'all, it looks good. Looks like you did a good job. Looks flaky and delicious. It's hot. Delicious. He did a great job. What kind of
Don't taste it.
vegetables did you use?
Just whatever was in those cans. You said you used mixed
Okay, that's
vegetables.
perfect. Making sure he didn't use frozen.
You gonna give me a...
It's really, really hot.
You're not gonna let me taste it?
Yeah.
You gonna eat the whole...
It's hot. Don't
She
get
says
burnt.
it's hot. I don't want to get burnt.
Tastes just like mine.
Just like Colorado Valley cooks.
All you gotta do is follow the recipe. Thank
Follow
you for
directions.
cooking my supper.
You're welcome.
This is what a man gets when he cooks supper.